What's up, guys? We're back once again for another Mayans MC review, and damn, was it an episode? Wow. I mean, you guys know how I do my reviews, so again, if you enjoyed tonight's episode, or hopefully this goes up, I've been having a lot of uploading issues, so if this comes up late, first off, I apologize. Hope everything, I come up with for this episode was on point. There was a lot going on, so if I missed anything, let me know. And I was getting some stuff in the last episode. Oh, I got names wrong. If I did, I apologize. There's sometimes I do get the names wrong, other times I don't. You guys got to remember that I am recording this very late at night, and I have work the next morning. So you have to just give me just a little bit of slack. That's all I'm asking, is a tiny bit of slack. But overall, this episode was highly effing intense. I mean, that's the only way I know how to describe it. Is we have the very beginning of the episode where Miguel and I guess his, I would assume lackey or bodyguard, they are somehow get stopped in the middle of Mexico, and there is a bomb that's in a car where they think this woman needs help, and they get hit by the other cartel, and that's the only time they show them. And more than likely, the other cartel has now officially made a hit on Miguel after trying to find him after all this time. Then we even see where Creep actually starts having I would say, a revelation with the one that he's been messing with in AA, because apparently they have this talk about, where she wants to go, what she wants to do, and then even states of, oh, how, she wants to go different places, and she starts asking about all the places he's been shot, because there's one place, what happened to him some years ago, where the club didn't do anything, kind of just made a joke out of it. So really messed him up, and we even get to see where they have more of a bonding moment. So we're going to be seeing something really crazy with them. But in this episode, we mainly see where the club goes after the Sons, where Easy came up with a plan. Now, he does try to talk to that one that he got Sally from, his dog, and obviously there's a relationship brewing. I think it's going to be more of a loophole, especially by the way that this episode ended, and I will explain the reason why once I'm done. And when he leaves, they go out, start fighting against the Sons, basically start to go in there in the hospital, try to go after the one that initially put out the hit for the Mayans. But when this occurs, we see where not everything goes as planned. What initially happens is when they go through the elevator, we do see where they start killing everyone that was in the elevator. That was Sam Crow, especially the one that put out the hit, that's been sleeping with one of the sisters that works, the sister of the sister that works at the bar. Now, what we do see is where there's an entire charter there. Manny had to go and become a distraction for them. So again, they start going through the hospital. Someone starts shooting. Angel turns around, shoots one of the guards, and lo and behold, who's there as a nurse is Gabby. So they have to take her hostage, and they have to escape with her, and then they have to figure out what they're going to do with her. Easy tries to make the best decision on telling her you cannot say nothing, and when this happens, she says that she wants to say something because of course, what she is, that Angel needs to pay for all the things he's done, and that there's still good in Easy, and Easy even states that there's no good in him, and everything that his father said was true. And what was pretty crazy is that he even tries stating that with everything that has gone on, that he doesn't really know what to do. And now, with Gabby still saying that she loves him and that there's still good in him and he's not a monster, Easy does something that I didn't expect for him to do, man. I mean, he pulls the damn trigger on Gabby. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting him to kill probably one of the main two women we've ever seen this guy ever love. I mean, between her and Emily are the only two that really got him, and now that she's gone, we're going to see this other girl pretty much become the vocal point of Easy, and I guess an escape for him, which is pretty much what I think is going to happen, because later on in the episode we see where he does leave, and when this happens, we see where he comes back to his trailer and she sees him and she burns all the clothing, which again is very, I would say, normal for anyone that's seen any kind of a crime show, and if something like this occurs, that's what you do. And when this happens, she kind of brings him back to reality of, hey, this is what's going on. And Sophia goes like, hey, are you here with me? Are you here with Sally? And then they start hooking up again. So obviously we are going to be seeing a relationship brew between them, whether I would say she wants one or not, because I think honestly she wants one to happen, but at the same time she doesn't want one to happen. And we're going to be seeing more of an issue with Easy and his friend, because I believe his friend is going to find out that Easy did snitch when he was in prison. Just don't know exactly everything that's going to happen. Now, we do see a big dilemma with, I would say, Angel and Bishop. Now, I'm going to get into that here in 1 minute. Bishop gets invited to dinner with Alvarez and his wife, and they kind of set him up on a date. And again, it's a woman around his age, and we all know how Bishop's been going as of late. He's a powder keg waiting to happen, and then the woman brings up children, her being a grandmother, and Bishop's like, oh, you're a grandma. And she's like, well, yeah, is that a problem? He's like, no. And then she's like, well, I'm so happy about being a grandma, having a child. Once you have a grandchild, you'll understand. And that was a hitting point. Anyone that knows anything about Bishop, after losing a child and then him now just losing everything, he now, that was the focal point. And he even tells Alvarez afterwards, like, hey, you don't want to pull the trigger. We got brothers down in the street, and you're not wanting to do anything about it. You're playing around. And maybe it'll get Alvarez to think. And then we also got to see where Angel finally hit his down spiral in this episode, man. I mean, he really did. He comes home after what happened and still trying to in disbelief about what Easy did, and he sees that Nails is there, and she in a way tells him, hey, I lost the baby, after arguing and saying, where were you and the entire time. And she decides to leave him, puts the ring down and leaves him. I mean, she basically says it was a nice dream, and in a way he figured out that, hey, she lost the baby and she was leaving. And then we see his dad show up. He blames his dad for what did you do to curse his family, and go off on him. And he blames not only himself, he blames his dad, he blames everything with the family, because what did they do to curse themselves to not only lose family, but to lose a child and to lose an innocent victim of this. And, I will say there was very good acting in this, not only from the one that plays Easy, but from the one that played Angel, even from the one that played their dad, obviously. And even with Nails, someone going through a situation like that, they did very good. It was amazing acting to really get like, holy crap, they're actually going through this. And Angel, unfortunately, he does something else that we all knew he was going to do. Goes back to Letty because he got drunk, and he's like, oh, I can't stop thinking about you. And she, being, I would say, more sober now and trying to have more of a clear head, admits that what they did was wrong and that doesn't need to happen again. But then, unfortunately, got a bigger problem because Gilly hears, and he kind of puts 2 and 2 together, and he beats the crap out of Angel. I mean, he does, man. I mean, you got to think, Angel, and, okay, you got to think about this. They kind of, Coco was like his brother. That's almost like his niece or their niece in a way. And her and Angel had sex, and pretty much that's what happened. And he beat the crap out of him, and she told them both to get out of the house. He kept apologizing. And then when he finally returns to his house, we got one of the most, I would say, biggest, shocking parts of the season, where someone comes back, and we got to see, Annalena return, and we got to see them all be reunited with their son. And Angel finally got to hold his son for the first time since he's been born. And it really, I would say, left the series now on a cliffhanger in a way for the season, because I don't know how much longer the season we got, but I will say this may be a turning point for Angel. I mean, maybe it'll get him on the right track, maybe not to do the things that he does. Maybe it'll get him to really change, I would say, his thought process, maybe to change the way he does things, as well as his way of things that he's been doing as of late. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But from finding out you lost a child to find out your child you're reunited with, that's a lot in one damn day, man. I mean, or one night. I mean, because that's a lot. I mean, we got to give Angel a little bit of credit here. I mean, he lost a child, lost a relationship, lost another potential relationship, and then gained a son and then maybe another potential relationship at the end of the day. So that's a lot for a human being to handle. And even if I was in that predicament, it made me wonder what the hell was going on. But overall, this episode was really crazy. I don't know if Easy's going to be able to come back from this. I think he's probably going to escape through Sophia and try to, I would say, like I said, escape and do something. And then we're going to be seeing more of an issue between Bishop and Alvarez continue. And I think we're going to be seeing more of an issue between some of the other issues coming out. I think there's going to be another issue where maybe Angel and Easy may have an issue at some point. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Angel's going to feel now that he is, a father. Now that he is a father and he is trying to not only protect his child but protect his family, and he has to do some decisions now that maybe he didn't think he had to do beforehand. So overall, like I said, very heavily intense episode. It was something that I thought that they just keep pulling out. A lot of people give Mayans a lot of crap for being a soap opera type of deal, but a lot of times I can see the reason why they have a lot of build up, so that way we can get moments like this, and I will say I think they pulled it out of the park. So overall, I would say a very highly intense episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed like I did. If you guys did, let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen next week? What is going to be your predictions? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.